The AARP is helping to make sure seniors don't feel isolated this Valentine's Day. Tom Wagenlander is the executive director of Wish of a Lifetime from AARP. Thanks so much for joining us. First of all, what is Wish of a Lifetime?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Wish of a Lifetime is an organization that grants the lifelong wishes of our oldest generations, and we do that to acknowledge and appreciate their sacrifices and accomplishments, but also to share positive stories about aging and try and shift perceptions on what it means to age in our society.
So we know several groups are collaborating to form what is called the Cupid Crew. What is that?
Yeah, so every Valentine's Day, we take a little departure from wish granting and reach out to isolated older adults to try and spread some love and share messages of support for isolated older adults. And this year, it's our 8th year, and we've been fortunate to partner with Girl Scouts of the USA and Cupid Crew 2021.
How does Cupid Crew ease or help to ease the loneliness among seniors?
It's a great question. Loneliness and isolation is a huge problem for our oldest generations. Even before the pandemic, millions of individuals are across the country are living alone and experiencing the effects of isolation. And the best way to combat those effects is to connect them with the community around them, with loved ones and volunteers. And that's what Cupid Crew does. In a typical year, we'll deliver roses. But this year, because of the pandemic, we are sharing our love from afar by creating cards and sending heartfelt messages to these individuals.
You talked about the social isolation being a problem pre-COVID. How is this pandemic now made it even worse?
Yeah, I think, it's just made those connections, that connection to your community, all the more harder to create and foster. Individuals, especially living in senior living communities, are very cut off from the world around them. And this was a problem before the pandemic. And as you can imagine, it's just been compounded by all the necessary efforts to keep people safe. And we're out there trying to do anything we can to provide a lifeline to these individuals, to the world around them and their community.
And you've really had to adapt because of the pandemic. What are some of the things you've been doing to change it up?
Yeah, so safety is our number one concern in terms of running campaigns like this. So previously, we would deliver about 30,000 roses all over the country by going door to door and working with volunteer groups out in the field making those deliveries. This year, we're doing it all from home. Individuals can go online to download cards that can then be sent to loved ones, neighbors, family members, or e-cards that can actually be sent back to our organization, and we'll make sure they get in the hands of isolated and deserving older adults.
So anyone can participate?
Absolutely. We encourage volunteers of all ages. The Girl Scouts have stepped up in a big way as they do in times of need, but it's open to the general public. And while we love creating intergenerational connections, we also encourage other older adults to participate in this campaign and write a note to their neighbor or their fellow senior living resident as well.
Yeah, just to make someone smile. I mean, it's so important. Thank you so much for all of the work you do. Tom Wagenlander, thanks.
Thank you. Have a great day.